Question 25. Factor the monomial completely. 63, a to the third power, b to the third power. So first we have to do a factor tree for 63. 63 breaks up to 3 times 21. 21 breaks up to 3 times 7. So it breaks up to 3 times 3 times 20 times 7. 3 times 3 times 7. A breaks up to A times A times A. B to the third breaks up to B times B times B. And that is our answer. (26) Find the GCF of 75 and 27. So we're going to do a factor tree for each number. 75 breaks up to 5 times 15. 15 breaks up to 5 times 3. So 75 is 3 times 5 times 5. 27 breaks up to 3 times 9. And 9 breaks up to 3 times 3. So 27 is 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, we're looking for common factors. So each number has a 3 in it, and that's the only thing they have in common. So the GCF is 3. Number 27. Find the GCF of 36 s to the 5th t squared and 120 s squared t. Okay, so we're going to do a factor tree for 36. 36 is 3 times 12. 12 is 3 times 4. And 4 is 2 times 2. So 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Now let's add in the variables. So we have s to the 5th. So s, 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 and t squared. So 2 t's. Now we'll do the 120. 120 breaks up to 2 times 60, which is 2 times 30, which is 2 times 15, and 15 is 3 times 5. So 120 st squared breaks up to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times s times s times t. Okay, so now we're looking for what they have in common. They each have a 2. They each have another 2. They each have a 3. Then they each have an s and another s. And they each have a t. Okay, so let's just look at one of them. So this is 2 times 2 times 3 times s times s times t. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. S times s is s squared t. So the greatest common factor is 12. 28. Factor the polynomial 12g plus 20. Okay, the biggest number that I can think of that goes into 12 and 20 is 4. Okay, so I'm going to take a 4 on the outside, then I divide everything on the inside by 4. So that equals 12 divided by 4 is 3g. 20 divided by 4 is 5h. So the answer is 4 times the quantity, 3g plus 5h. Question 29. Factor the polynomial 3x squared minus 2x plus 9xy minus 6y. We're going to factor by grouping. So we'll take our first two terms and group them together, plus our third and fourth term and group them together. Okay, now we're going to take out from this first set of parentheses the greatest common factor. Well, the only thing these two terms have in common is an x. So I'm taking out an x, which means I'm going to divide it out of everything on the inside. Now, looking at these two factors, I know that 3 goes into both 9 and 6, and they both have a y term. So 3y, and then I'm going to divide it by 3y. Okay, so this is x. Now 3x squared divided by x is 3x. 2x divided by x is 2, so 3x minus 2, plus 3y. 9 divided by 3 is 3. The y's cancel, so I'm left with 3x. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and the y's cancel. Okay, so now I'm going to group together these two terms. So it becomes x plus 3y times 3x minus 2. Question 30. Factor the trinomial x squared plus 15x plus 14. With these trinomials, remember we need two numbers that when you multiply them together, they equal 14. When you add them together, they equal 15. Okay, so our two numbers are going to be 14 and 1, because 14 times 1 equals 14. 14 plus 1 equals 15. So I leave the x squared alone, and then the middle term, I write it as 14x plus 1x. And then I leave the last term alone. Okay, now I'm going to group the first two terms. So x squared plus 14x plus, and group the third and fourth term. 1x plus 14. Okay, now I look at the first set of parentheses. The greatest common factor is x, so I'm going to take that out. So on the inside I have x squared divided by x plus 14 divided by x. With the next set of parentheses, the only thing they have in common is 1. So I'm going to put a 1 on the outside and then just write what's written on the inside. So now I'll simplify what's inside these parentheses. So x squared divided by x is x. 14, that should say 14x divided by x is plus 14. And then 1, and it stays x plus 14. Okay, now I'm going to group these two together, x plus 1, and then take my parentheses, which is x plus 14. And that is your answer.